This is an emergency segment. I had a whole other segment planned for today, but Brandon Buckingham dropped this video called The Most Pathetic Man on the Internet, and he is referring to Purple Perry Gaming. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who Purple Perry Gaming is, I guess good for you if you don't know who he is. You're probably not as online as maybe someone like me or someone like us. But, Purple Perry Gaming is somebody I made a video on a while back. He did a interview with Brad Tasted Music's ex. I'll try to remember to put the video on screen. That's the video I made, and I'll try to put the title and everything. Yeah, I was not a big fan of his interview with Brad Tasted Music's ex. I think that he asked a lot of very unfitting questions. He kind of just, asked what your favorite, Pokemon is, or something along those lines. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I just remember not liking it very much. A lot's kind of happened since then. Months later, I think Purple Perry Gaming made a video on Brandon Buckingham, and he was insinuating that Brandon Buckingham was, faking his condition and being in the ICU and having, a near-death experience. And, I gotta be real, from the very little I've seen from that coverage, it kind of seemed like Perry was grasping at straws. And for a while, I've kind of had, a strong dislike for Perry, just because I think that it's a very shitty, even if you don't like a person, it's a very shitty thing to do to try to, insinuate somebody would be faking their condition in the hospital, unless you had strong evidence to prove your claim. Now, for all I know, maybe Brandon Buckingham could be faking it. I don't know. There's just not enough evidence. I haven't seen enough evidence to prove that. So, I guess somebody, one of his minions, I don't know which one, doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but I guess one of his minions I was in, Papa Guts chat, because I tend to go there a lot. And maybe they sent this to Purple Perry Gaming. They're like, oh my god, look at this Iconismus guy. They, he made a video on you. And then months later, he watched my Brad Tasted Music. I skimmed through it. It was, kind of funny to watch. I was like, oh shit, he discovered it way later. That's kind of neat. And then I guess Perry did more research on me. He found out that I had some past allegations levied against me. It's on my old Dr. Evil Bad Rex channel if you guys want to look into it. I don't feel like getting into all of it. It's not really the point in this video. I've kind of been at peace with it, and he keeps relitigating it to me. He even relitigated it to, Captain Quasar in an attempt to, try to, ruin my reputation there. Good try, though. That didn't work out for you as well. Anyway, it's been a back and forth. Perry very quickly became one of my biggest fans. He's done, I don't know how many segments he's done on me at this point. He's done so many, but I've been, silently watching. I still dislike him, but after looking at Perry's channel for a while, I would say that dislike level is kind of lightened a bit. And there's a reason why it's kind of lightened. I know I'm giving, a massive, exposition for this video, but there's a lot to get through, because I guess there's, a bit of a weird... Is rivalry the right word? I don't know if rivalry is the right word. I have, a very weird feeling about Perry, and that's the fact I just can't help but be fascinated by someone like him. Because if you look at his... I'm going to just show you his entire channel, just so I can actually, get my point across. So if you look at Purple Perry Gaming's channel, he's kind of, he's a typical slop tuber, and it is what it is. This thumbnail's kind of funny. Fucking Nicholas Diorio with, Aiden Projects on, a leash. This thumbnail's kind of funny. I gotta be honest. He kind of cooked with that one. But yeah, no, he's got, I briefly saw, this, Firebat person. This Firebat person kind of seems like a lol cow. I don't know all the details. And then, with this Kingsman thing, it's oh, he's an incel, which is a bit of a opinion you would have that's, kind of against the grain. So, essentially, just to, kind of prove my point a bit, Perry seems like the kind of person that would have a take that is intentionally meant to upset people and to intentionally troll people and rage bait his audience, or not his audience necessarily, but other people into watching his content. The biggest question I have is what drives somebody to make content like this? It kind of in a weird way reminds me of Ethan Klein with how snarky he can be. He's just so petty, and he's so snarky, intentionally snarky at that he just tries to go against the grain as much as possible. I don't know, dude. I think it's fascinating. I'd like to think that there's a certain drive that causes him to do this. But not all villains need a backstory. Sometimes people are just always assholes. You know, maybe Perry was just always an asshole and he was always inclined to be one. You've got Shay's accusers completely lost. I think the Shay allegations were kind of stupid as well. I kind of, like, agree. I don't know if that's fully his take. That's just the thumbnail. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's interesting. And anyways, Brandon Buckingham, I guess, finally made a video on Purple Perry Gaming for having this hot take saying that Brandon Buckingham could be faking the ICU. I'm gonna be real, if I was Brandon Buckingham, I wouldn't have even made a video on this guy, truthfully. I feel like it's better to just, like, move on. Like, yes, Perry was being kind of an asshole, insinuating it with very weak evidence, truthfully. Like, I haven't seen anything strong to prove that, like, Brandon Buckingham could be faking his condition in the ICU. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see what we've got. Yeah.
While I was in the hospital on the brink of death, a tornado of retardation was brewing.
Bro, not when I'm fucking drinking seltzer. Come on, man. You can't just drop the R word like that when I can't say whoa. That's not fair. Jesus.
The internet's attention economy has spawned humanoid cockroaches that will—
Whoa, hey, come on. That's mean. Look at him. Hold on.
Retardation was brewing. The internet's attention economy has spawned humanoid—
Bro, oh, come on. Come on. You can't make fun of Perry's looks. Like, I don't think he's a bad-looking guy. You can't make fun of him for that. Come on. Look at him. Like, he has, like, kind of nice— I mean, I feel like he could part his hair a little bit better. Maybe it's just, like, a weird camera angle. I feel like you could part your hair maybe— if you could see my mouse cursor, maybe you could part it, like, in the middle a little bit more. But, like, it's fine. Like, he's got, like, decent facial hair and everything, you know? Like, I don't think he's, like, a bad-looking guy. You kind of just have to— I don't know, man.
cockroach.
Like I said, though, I think Perry is just, like, a massive troll. Like, it's best to not engage with people like this because, like, in my first video, when he was doing the Brad Taste in Music ex-girlfriend Tina interview, I was obviously, like, very triggered because it was very stupid. And the way he was talking about Papa Goat was, like, kind of stupid as well. So, like, I thought, oh, this guy's just, like, a real asshole. But I just have, like, a different perspective on it now. It's just like, oh, this guy's just a troll. Like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, trolls are gonna troll. Like, fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to, like, give much energy to it.
That will say anything for a few moments of online notoriety. Well, let me introduce you to the most pathetic—
Alright, you could put some fucking shoes on at least, my guy. Bro, Brandon Buckingham knows what he's doing. He's showing off some feet in the middle of the pond. Like, what do you do? Put some fucking shoes on, my guy.
pathetic man on the internet.
Bro, he's like Oliver Twist. You guys ever read Oliver Twist?
His name is Purple Perry Gaming.
Whoa!
On the same day that I informed my audience that my heart, liver, and kidneys were all failing, this desperate loser took to Twitter to say this: insane. YouTuber and rapper at Buckingham Show exposed for faking his hospital GoFundMe scare, recording in a possibly fake—
Didn't, like, Purple Perry Gaming have in, like, the bio of this Twitter account that it's, like, an editor or something, or like, a manager that runs this account or something? I could be wrong on that. Or maybe he just, like, does that as, like, a joke. I don't fucking know, dude.
hospital set, not showing medical documents regarding his condition. And attached is a video of him—
I mean, like, listen, if you're going to say that somebody— like, does Brandon Buckingham have, like, a history of faking shit and lying to shit? Because, like, here's the thing about Brandon Buckingham. I don't particularly— I wouldn't say I like the guy that much, mainly because he did, like, the whole Sam Hyde thing, and the Sam Hyde thing was, like, kind of disgusting. Sam Hyde's a really disgusting person, so I kind of just stopped watching Brandon Buckingham for that, but it's not that deep. Like, I don't really have, like, a deep hatred for Brandon Buckingham. I also don't really have that much of a deep hatred for Perry either. I know he thinks that I hate him desperately, but I don't, really. Like, I actually just, like, see him as, like, a desperately edgy, snarky liberal. Because here's the thing, right? When I looked at Perry's content, he didn't strike me as, like, somebody who was, like, very political. He kind of just, like, seemed like, oh, I'll just snark after anyone. I'll snark after lefties. I'll snark after right-leaning people. But after, like, seeing him talk more and more, and I've also seen him engage with my content, like, periodically, very quietly, behind the scenes. I've seen him watch my content. Like, he watched my Shoe on Head video, you know. We seem to have, like, pretty similar ideas about ICE being a domestic terrorist organization. So I think Perry's, like, kind of like a petty, snarky liberal. That's kind of how he strikes me.
soy jacking about my IV pump that is battery powered, not being plugged in.
Well, I do think Perry does a lot of jacking, probably by himself. I don't know.
Dude, look at the dude.
Tough stuff, man. I know the feeling.
Dude, holy shit. It's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in.
And this tweet is by far his most successful, gaining over 4 million views, showing just how stupid the algorithm really is. He followed that up by posting a photo of my wife and daughter saying, Brandon, we will
be running a train on your wall. What the fuck? Dude, come on, man. Perry, if there's one thing you never do, you never snark after a man's wife. That's usually like a off limits thing. Same for their child as well. If they have if this is their child that's redacted as well or blacked out, you never go after a man or their child. You always go after the man if you have some shit to talk, at the very least.
be running a train on your wife once you kick the bucket to keep her company. Choo choo.
Oh, come on, Brandon. Why are you like, that's another thing with Brandon. Why are you fucking interacting with this guy? Like, whatever, dude. Like, okay, he's, like, talking shit on Twitter. Like, whatever, dude. Like, okay, he's talking shit about you. Let him. Cool. He's free to talk shit on Twitter. I don't know if Malta, because that's the country that Perry's in, I don't know if Malta has, like, they don't have, like, freedom of speech necessarily, to my knowledge, but I'm not educated on Maltese law, so.
As well as.
But we have freedom of speech here, so fuck it.
Your kid looks mentally disabled.
All right, that's a bit of a low blow, dude. Come on, Perry. Like, if you're gonna troll, like, I know you've got some standards, Perry. Come on, if you're gonna troll, like, stop fucking going after this guy's kid. Come on.
I don't know why you feel comfortable posting pics of him online. Call a doctor about him before it's too late.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, man. Like, even if they're posting them online, like, why are you still fucking, like, snarking after his kid, dude? That's a low blow. Perry, pick on somebody your own size.
I have never interacted with this Maltese manlet a single time in my entire life. He is saying all this solely because he is desperate for my attention.
Well, you probably shouldn't have given it to him, because here's the thing, like, Perry can now look at this and go, oh, look, I have all these followers and people coming in. Perry's probably gonna get, like, a wave of hate comments and hatred, but ultimately, I actually think overall Perry's probably gonna, like, in the long run benefit off of this. Like, people that desperately hate Brandon Buckingham are gonna look at Perry and go, oh shit, this guy's kind of based, so I'm gonna go over to Perry. Like, Perry knows, I actually don't think he's a very stupid person. I think he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. So, like, Perry's gonna look at this and go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just benefit where I can, and he's gonna keep trolling. This isn't gonna stop Perry from trolling. He's gonna continue to make videos and fucking troll on the long way.
So today we're going to be addressing this lying freak who has been groveling at my feet for 12 weeks straight like an attention...
That is true. He kind of does sensationalize information and lie a lot. It's a little bit pathetic, but what are you going to do? It is what it is.
...starved pig. But first, let me tell you about this awesome company that has been helping me recover from being the sickest I've ever been in my entire life.
Ooh, today's sponsor!
After I got out of the ICU, I could barely walk or move my arms, and I didn't have health insurance until January 1st.
It is a little bit you kind of are fucking yourself over by not having health insurance, but I mean, it is what it is, you know. I guess it kind of happens, so I mean, what are you gonna do? It's good that Brandon Buckingham is safe and sound. You know, I don't really wish death on people. I think that's kind of cringe. Not really the kind of person that does something like that.
But luckily, Merrick was there to help me get better. They ordered extensive blood work for me and gave me a dedicated health coach along with a licensed team of clinicians to evaluate my blood work and provide me with the supplements I need to optimize my recovery. Also, I had been vomiting for months, and Merrick did a comprehensive evaluation of my GI tract and prescribed me the proper treatments to actually stop my nausea and vomiting. Most doctors dismissed my symptoms, but thankfully, Merrick has been there to give me real answers that actually work. I have truly enjoyed working with Merrick Health and strongly recommend anyone who wants to optimize their health to check them out. Now, back to Purple Pussy Gaming. This guy has made 7...
Hey, that's what I used to call him. Fuck off. Brandon Buckingham stealing that from me.
Videos and live streams on his channel with my name in the title, with his most popular video by far being this one titled Why You Shouldn't Donate to Brandon Buckingham, and the thumbnail is a picture of me with the words liar, fraud, and incubated on it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, Perry sensationalizes a lot of his thumbnails. I mean, Perry is just like, he wishes he could be Queeman. That's kind of who he strikes me as. Again, I feel like, I don't know, I'm curious to know what makes Perry do what he does. The point isn't that, like, why he does drama slop content or whatever. No, it's not even that. It's just, like, why is he so inclined to just be a snarky asshole? I'm still, like, struggling to think that, because I don't think he's a snarky asshole out of nowhere. I think, like, something drives him to do that. Maybe he thinks it's funny to do. I actually do find him kind of funny sometimes. Like, the whole, like, Nicholas Diorio Aiden thumbnail, that was kind of funny. I can't even lie. Like, there are times where he could be funny, but I don't know why he doesn't just, like, at that point, just do, like, a fucking comedy channel or something. I don't know if Malta has, like, comedy clubs. I haven't done research on it. But if there's, like, a comedy club thing in Malta, like, I could see Perry, like, starting his own, like, gig there. You know, you could buy tickets to go. He could have, like, a slideshow setup of, like, all, like, Nicholas Diorio and be like, oh, look how fat Nicholas Diorio is or some shit. Like, I don't know, some shit like that. And, like, he could cook, you know? Like, he could be funny. He could, like, post clips on, like, TikTok or whatever. That could be, like, a side gig, and he could actually, like, make some money off of it. I don't know why he doesn't just do that instead of doing whatever this is. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like, because I think he could do it if he really wanted to, like, but he just doesn't.
A lot of my friends over on Patreon messaged me this video and told me that they wanted to see me react to it. Apparently it came out while I was in the hospital, so I figured I would go outside, get some sun, and see what this dumbass has to say about me. Let's get into it.
Who the fuck is this? Is this like the director? Is this the like owner of the hospital set that you're using?
Yeah, he kind of like does this thing throughout the entire video where he'll look at like like he'll look at a snippet of Brandon Buckingham's ICU treatment, and then he'll like zoom in on like the tiniest things. He'll be like, "Oh, what is that? Oh my God, look, it's Medical City Healthcare." If you Google Medical City Healthcare, it's a real place in Dallas, Texas. I probably could have done a little more due diligence. Or maybe he was just, like, pretending to be stupid on purpose just to play it up for his audience. That's also possible.
He's, like, watching to make sure that you guys aren't ruining his set of a fake hospital.
Never asked for help before, but my heart is currently only working at 15 to 20%.
Oh, yeah? Is that what the unplugged medical equipment is saying? 15 to 20%?
Also, I don't think you need to have this equipment plugged in 24/7 to, like, be, like, okay. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't.
So yeah, the first 52 seconds of his video is a coming up teaser, which is just a compilation of all the stupidest things he says in the video, I'm assuming. He says my IV pump isn't plugged in. Yeah, I guess he's saying it's a fake hospital. I think he showed an image of my dad and asked if it was the hospital director.
Okay.
Which is just...
sounds like the intro for the worst porno ever. Oh my God, my dad is the director of the hospital. Uh-oh.
I mean, so far, that was just really stupid. I don't know.
Medical City Healthcare. What kind of fucking name is Medical City Healthcare?
Google the name, Perry! Google the name! Come on, man!
That's like
you can do it!
Saying, this is the doctor hospital. This is the health hospital.
Come on, man. Like, I know you don't live in America, but, like, come on, dude. Google the name, please.
What the is this even a real hospital, man?
Google it!
Is this like some
Google it!
set in some
oh my God.
TV show?
Alright, dude.
Bro, it's a sitcom, totally. And you're part of it, Perry. I don't know if you heard, Perry, they wanted you to go on a casting call, and they decided that you would be, like, the best as, like, a guest role for one of the episodes. You know, sometimes they do that with comedians, you know, like in Breaking Bad, one of the episodes that, I think a couple of the episodes, they got Bill Burr as a character, although Bill Burr sold out to Saudi Arabia, so that kind of sucks. Surely Perry would never sell out to Saudi Arabia, right? Surely not.
This might be hard to get through. Why would it be a set? Why would I be on a set? But yeah, Medical City Healthcare is a part of the Medical City Dallas healthcare system. So
yeah, and you could find that out just by Googling it for like 5 seconds. So kind of a silly goose moment from Perry.
You could just kind of Google it. I didn't invent the hospital. And yeah, I guess they have branded cups.
An 11-month-old baby who is...
Baby, like, why does it matter? Like, it's insane.
Why does it matter that he has a baby? Oh my God. It doesn't matter that you have your own kid that you're supposed to take care of. You're not allowed to take care of your own kid. Perry, surely you'll be a father one day and you'll understand, right? Like, you're not an unattractive guy. You can get a girl in your life, or maybe you're gay. I don't know. Like, whatever floats your boat. No judgment from me. But whatever the case is, Perry, you'll get a child and you'll love that child to death and you'll understand and you'll look back at this and be like, why did I ask this question? Even if I'm like, even as a troll, why did I ask this question?
Why does it matter that you have a fucking kid? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, retard.
Whoa! Bad word.
Do your fucking job. Get your fucking wife to open an OnlyFans, you stupid piece of shit.
This would be a great comedy bit. It's like, imagine he's like up on the comedy stage and he's just like, get your wife to open up an OnlyFans! Bro, he really wants to see his wife in an OnlyFans. Maybe he's not gay. Maybe he wants to see his wife in it. Maybe this whole time, this whole video was just like a massive, like this could be a conspiracy theory of me. Maybe Perry just deep down, he wanted to see his wife on OnlyFans. Maybe that's the whole reason he did this to begin with. You know, I don't know if I would be as blunt as he's being currently, but I mean, maybe that's the real motivation behind this.
You stupid fucking retard. Put some fucking work in.
Just make sure your webcam's not on when you're viewing Brandon Buckingham's wife's OnlyFans.
Don't make me fucking put your bill for your fucking...
I don't think he's that stupid. I don't think he'd do that.
Degenerate fucking drug-addled retard fucking Los Angeles...
Whoa!
This fucking networking lifestyle.
Oh, he's saying my wife should start an OnlyFans. What's this guy's deal? What's wrong with this guy?
I don't know. I have the same question. It's just like I do wonder like why he like makes the performative content that he does. Because like surely like Perry's not like that in real life. Like surely when Perry turns off stream, he like does his own thing in real life and he's like kind of a normal dude. I picture him being just like a normal guy in real life, just like having like some friends or whatever. He probably is still like his goofy self. He probably makes his friends laugh because he is a funny guy. I gotta give it to him. Like he's definitely funny, but like I don't understand why he's like such an asshole. And again, I think you may come here from my first video I did on Purple Perry Game. You may be thinking, Icon, why are you being like just not taking this guy seriously? Like, why do you have such a different attitude going into this video? I just don't really think he's like worth putting anger into. Like, it's very clear to me after viewing Perry's channel, he's obviously a troll. He's obviously, like, just somebody that wants to entice reactions out of people. All you can do is really just, like, laugh. It is what it is. Like, you know, that's just the choice that Perry's decided to make. Yeah.
Hopefully everyone from Malta isn't like this.
No, I don't think so. That's a weird insinuation. That's a weird insinuation. That's like me saying, oh, every German is like a Nazi because in history, like we had Nazi Germany at one point. So that must mean every German. That's offensive to me. I'm part German. Come on, man. What are you doing?
From Malta should disavow this guy because this is a bad representation of your country.
Maybe.
Beautiful wife.
I don't know that many Maltese people though, so I feel like it would be like a weird insinuation to be like just because Perry is Maltese, like every single Maltese person is bad. I feel like that's a weird insinuation. I don't know.
My beautiful stay-at-home.
I mean, he's obviously being like intentionally an asshole here, but like, what are you gonna do? I kind of just have like a whatever attitude about it.
Wife? Oh, she's a stay-at-home wife, so she's not busy. Open up an OnlyFans. Get her to open up an OnlyFans.
Holy fuck, Perry, you're so goddamn horny. Jesus Christ, testosterone is quite a fucking hormone. If you want to see his wife have an OnlyFans so badly, dude.
Get your wife to spread her fucking legs so Chris Denark can foot the bill for your fucking surgery.
No, you want that to be you, Perry. Let's be real.
Let's
be real for a moment. He might be bisexual. I don't know. He could be Perry might be a bit of a zesty guy. You guys Google Myron Gaines gay or zesty or whatever and just see what comes up. That could be Perry behind closed doors. I don't know, dude. I don't know. You know, he could maybe Perry's the kind of guy that likes a threesome with one wife and one husband. Maybe he's into like inserting himself in open like relationships or marriages. I don't know, man. I'm just like figuring out what Perry's ultimate end goal is here.
Because you get killed over saying something like that. I think that
I missed that. I have to listen to what Brandon's saying there.
For your fucking surgery.
In some countries, you get killed over saying something like that.
Probably in the Middle East. In America, not so much, unless like the person really gets like upset over you for that.
I think that when someone is this stupid and hateful...
Although, to be fair, in the Middle East, you can get away with, like, raping your wife as well, so that's pretty fucked up.
And just miserable. All you could do is, like, hit him with the I'll pray for you.
Get a job, you fucking deadbeats.
Is he talking about the wife here? Because if he's talking about Brandon, I feel like his YouTube is his job, right? If he's talking about the wife, then, wow, Perry, you're not beating the I want to jerk off to his wife allegations.
Get a job.
Either way, it's a little bit of a silly goose moment for you.
You lazy loser.
Wow.
So I provide for 4 days.
That's not very nice, Perry.
ago. I woke up.
I provide for her. She's disabled. She can't. No, get her to open an OnlyFans, and then maybe you'll earn your fucking keep in this fucking world.
What's this guy's problem, dude? So this Purple Perry guy keeps talking about my wife doing OnlyFans, and it made me get on my phone really quick.
Well, I guess, Brandon, you are in the location for it, I guess. You know, you're on a rock, you've got... Oh, well, now you have socks on! Bro, he had his, like, feet out and everything. He knew what he was doing. And now you have socks on. Bro!
Pretty quickly...
This is Brandon Buckingham teasing the OnlyFans, surely.
The only thing that I can even find about him that isn't just videos he's posting is an interview he does where this guy's asking him why he follows and looks at lolicon material.
Who?
This one's epic. There's one called Iron Lily. That one you could even argue is lowly.
Okay, lolly. I mean, I know what lolly is, but, like, I don't even know the context. It was, like, Perry doing, like, a segment on this or whatever?
But no one called me out on it.
What? Wait, I don't even understand that. What the fuck's happening?
Looks at where this find about him that isn't just videos he's posting is an interview he does where this guy's asking him why he follows and looks at lolicon material.
This one's
Is he talking about Perry looking at lolicon?
epic. There's one called Iron Lily. That one you could even argue is lowly.
I don't know, Perry. That's crazy. You know, Perry, you were going after me for my allegations, but, like, if this is... is this, like, out of context? Maybe Perry was, like... I guess... I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Maybe it's out of context. I don't know.
But no one called me out on it.
No one called me out on it. Why would you feel nervous enough that you'd think people would call you out on it?
In chat, Bobby B asked, did you expect people to question you following them?
No, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but I didn't. But you see what I mean, right? That's
see,
like,
Barry,
this is
you
by
gotta-
far the worst.
Yeah, this is. This is pretty bad.
I stand by it, is my point, you know?
You stand by lolly. Well, I don't know, dude. That's, it's interesting. Damn, Perry. You kind of broke my heart a little bit. I thought maybe there was, like, a shred of humanity in him somewhere. Maybe I thought, you know, Perry, periodically in his streams when he does segments on me, Perry is like, I can fix Icon. I can convert him. Buddy, what do you think I am? Your fucking child? Like, regardless, I don't know. I thought maybe there was, like, a shred of humanity in him left, but if this is all true, man, this is, I don't know, man. This is sad. Sad stuff, man.
And what's even more ironic in regards to Purple Perry Gaming being into lolicon content is he had this to say about people who watch my videos.
Brandon's pedophile rapist audience.
The pot calls the kettle.
Oh, no, he's, I think the reason he said that was mainly because he was talking about Brandon Buckingham's association with Sam Hyde, and I think Sam Hyde slept with, like, a 16-year-old girl or something. I think that's, like, the original context for that. I haven't looked into the Sam Hyde allegations, but, like, putting aside the Sam Hyde allegations for 1 second, I just think he's a disgusting piece of shit. Like, he's a white supremacist, so I just don't like him at all, and I think it is kind of disgusting that Brandon Buckingham would make a fluff piece for him, but... it is what it is, I guess.
Black, eh? This is a deeply disturbed young boy here. But
yeah, I don't know. I am very curious about the psychology of him or something, or what drives him. I'm so curious. Like, what causes Perry to do this? Maybe it's like an unhealthy curiosity that I have with Perry's content. Maybe it's a little bit like unhealthy. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's so weird.
yeah, good for him. He's standing by his lolicon enjoyment.
I don't know, dude. It's a bit of a rough one, Perry. If you actually were defending Lolly and you were admitting that you were into it to some capacity, it's a little bit rough considering that you were calling other people pedophiles. That is, it's a bit tough, Perry. Maybe it's out of context. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, Perry's definitively, like, a pedophile or something. You know, I'm not taking it at face value, but it's a little bit rough, dude.
I was completely deaf. My feet were swollen.
It's not even plugged in. Dude, look at the dude. Dude, holy
I
shit.
don't think it has to be plugged in for, like, Brandon to survive in this condition.
It's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in. It's not even fucking plugged
Oh my god, the heart rate monitor's not even plugged in. He's gonna die.
in. It's not even fucking plugged in.
Oh no!
It's not even fucking plugged in. It's like the wires are going to it. the fucking blue wires are going to it, and it's not even fucking plugged in. It's... Oh, what? Dude.
I think that stupid people will say something over and over to try to make you more convinced of what they're saying. The IV pump has batteries, so it doesn't need to be plugged in. I don't know if I can continue reacting to this.
Yeah, there's no beeping. There's no beeping. But he's connected to it with all these wires.
I mean, that's all the fucking machine needs to do is just beep. Like, that's it. Like, it's not like fucking Brandon's life support relies on a fucking heart rate monitor.
Where is...
Come on, Perry. Surely you're not that stupid, right? Come on.
Like, we have this little thing here. Where does it go? It goes like there? Where does it go? Dude, is this actually a scam?
Yeah, what am I supposed to say to this? This is like colossal levels of retardation.
Whoa!
What's this over here? What's this down here? What are these boxes? Are these like earbud box? What is this?
Dude, like he's looking at the Rode Wireless Go boxes and
Okay. Oh my god, the camera is making fucking Brandon Buckingham like fake his illness or whatever. It's the secret weapon or whatever. Oh my god, God forbid somebody has a camera in their deathbed.
And he's like, what's this? What is that? Oh, he's like desperately looking for stuff to try to prove that I'm not sick in the hospital dying.
Is this even in a hospital, man? Is this even having hospital noises? You know, I've been to a hospital before. Now,
maybe they have like a different hospital in Malta. I don't know, but I mean, like you would hear beeping noises if the machine was on. I don't think that's like a make or break for whether or not some like a place is a hospital or not. I don't know how they do it in Malta though. Maybe they do it differently. Maybe it's a country difference.
I mean, it's like the main hospital in Malta. Maybe there's like some side hospital. There's no beeping.
I can't imagine seeing somebody sick and in the hospital and reacting this way. It's crazy.
I mean, the reason he's reacting this way is because ultimately he's just trolling. Like, he's obviously, like, rage baiting. He obviously wants to piss as much people off as possible because Perry, I guess, gets off to it. Maybe it's a kink. I don't know. It probably is a kink. Maybe Perry, like, fucking gets a hard-on from trolling people so much. Bro, just imagine Perry having, like, an intimate relationship with a woman or man. You don't know. You never know. And, like, he, like... Perry would be like a foreplay kind of guy. I don't know.
What are we? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Is this like the director? Who the fuck is this? Do you see this? Who the fuck is this?
It's the director of the film. Yeah, he's shooting a pornographic film while Brandon Buckingham is in his deathbed.
Is this like the? Is this the like?
You wish that was the director of the OnlyFans shoot, Perry.
Is this the
Admit it.
Fucking owner of the hospital set that you're using? Is this the owner of the hospital set that you're using? Is this like the owner? Dude, what the fuck is this, man?
That's my dad.
Oh. Well then.
Refunding? No. Can I get?
I guess that's awkward if they were actually doing an OnlyFans shoot there, huh? I don't know. If I was the father of somebody and I was watching like my kid do an OnlyFans, I don't even know if I'd be there to begin with. Truthfully, that's a very, very awkward thing to think about.
I get a request a refund. At Chronic, pay attention. Protect your kindness by protecting your donation. If you're a donor and would like to refund, believe there's been an authorized charge, our team can help. Okay, so Chronic, click contact us, and I guess they'll help you from there. Click contact us, and then when you're talking to the AI bot, say that you have good reason to believe Brandon Buckingham is scamming, and then link them my video, and then link them my video, and then link them my video. What's this? Let's fucking go. Guys, amazing news, guys. We did it, guys. We did it.
He's got the Undertale music on and everything. Perry's a little bit cultured. I see.
We did it.
All right, so one of the people I guess in his chat had donated to me. He got them to refund their donation, and he's like super proud of that. You might be wondering what kind of person donates to a GoFundMe and then revokes their donation. Well, his name is Chronic Sonic, and let's hear what he had to say.
Well, someone said, "You're gonna make it through this," and I replied, "He won't." Okay. And then the guy replied to me, "Pray to curse Vishnu."
What fucking country? I can't tell if it's like a UK or Australian accent. I can't tell. The quality of the mic's weird.
I replied to him, "I'm a Christian. I know Brandon's going to hell." Okay. That's basically.
I think it's Australian. It sounds Australian to me.
What I said.
What's wrong with this guy? It would have been pretty gnarly if I died, and this was like what he was saying. But
it'd be pretty fucked up, like obviously, like from the get-go, what Perry did was fucked up. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, the end goal is Perry wants you to react poorly. He wants you to get pissed off and angry at him, and that's kind of like my mistake going into... Because when I did my first reaction to him, I barely fucking knew the guy. I just saw that he did a dog shit interview with Brad Taston Music's ex-girlfriend, and it's just like... I mean, I didn't know how else to react. It was obviously, like, fucking... It was piss poor, and I gave the take based on how piss poor it was at the moment. I mean, it still is a piss poor interview, but I just have, like, a different attitude towards Perry now. I just don't really, like, engage with him. He's just kind of, like, not worth your time.
Yes, you know... I found, I'll put a video right now on Twitter that someone posted towards Turkey Tom, and this guy's like mocking, you'll see.
Oh, if I survive, it'll be a long way to recovery. You hear that, Tom? Looks like your friend's gonna be a fucking turn-up for the rest of his life. How unfortunate, huh?
Well, the Turkey Tom allegations were kind of stupid, to be honest. I looked at it. Like, really, the only, like, serious allegation that would matter is if Tom recorded his girl non-consensually. Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to prove that. The whole age play stuff is, I would say, weird, but I don't think it's indicative that someone's a pedophile, as long as Turkey Tom was doing it with a consenting adult or someone within a reasonable age range. It wouldn't really matter. It's just, like, the whole thing was kind of silly from the get-go.
Heart failure. Oh, he's gonna die. Yo, don't get me wrong.
Who the fuck even is this person? Why is Brandon Buckingham including this in his video? I don't even know who this is.
It's really cute you're sticking up for your little friend who got hurt.
What is happening?
But I think it overall is pointless. I think anyone who donates is an idiot.
I don't know. I just don't really see why Brandon Buckingham, even if you don't like Brandon Buckingham as a person or the content that he does or the people he associates with, I think those are all reasonable criticisms. Even if you don't like any of those things, like, what history does Brandon Buckingham have with, like, faking things?
Tell him I said reach for the stars. See ya.
All the people that give someone who's in the hospital a really hard time, that they don't even know the person, there's no reason behind it really. I think they're very, like, sick, dysgenic, evil people that are, like...
Yeah, obviously, like, there's something weird about Perry, but I just don't really... I don't know. I have a lot of questions about him. I'm curious to know what makes him tick. I think it's, like, a morbid fascination, quite frankly, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't be as invested with it as I am, but it's like, I refuse to believe that somebody is just an asshole for no reason. I think there's something there. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm being more fair to Perry than, like, than he deserves, but, like, I just don't, I just wish I knew, you know? Like, part of me is, like, dying to know the answer.
Miserable and, like, have some mental or physical deformity that makes them hideous.
And he's in hospital now.
I mean, I don't think Perry's a bad-looking guy, if that's the insinuation.
Because he was hitting the scissor up and the fetty, too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We got Queeman on screen. Bro, his haircut... This is an ugly-ass fucking haircut. I'm sorry. This haircut's shit. Like, at least Perry, like, kind of parts his hair just, like, a little bit, like, decently. Like, you got Queeman. He has, like, a whole... like... It's like a borderline Beatles cut that he's got going on here. If Queeman didn't have, like, curly hair or, like, fucking bushy hair, like, he could go for a full, like, bowl cut like the Beatles does.
God. He was hitting the scissor up and the fetty too hard. He's in hospital now.
Well, I guess the Beatles was British, so maybe it checks out.
The idea of Brandon Buckingham's got some amazing reputation with all these reputable people. No. All the people who like Brandon are stupid scum.
There might be, like, a level of truth in that, just because, like, I imagine Brandon Buckingham has, like, more of a conservative audience because he's more of a conservative-leaning guy, which is, I mean, I don't agree with it. I don't really like the conservative party right now. But as long as you're not, like, cum-guzzling Donald Trump or you're MAGA or, like, you justify hatred of, like, groups of people, having some conservative beliefs is fine. I don't agree with it, but it's, like, it is what it is. So yeah, I imagine, like, Brandon Buckingham's, like, more of a conservative guy, and that's probably part of the reason, now that I think about it, it's probably part of the reason why Perry, like, has some level of distaste. I wouldn't doubt that some of the distaste for Brandon Buckingham is there, because Perry is, like, more, at least the read that I have on him, he's more of, like, a, like, snarky, liberal-leaning kind of guy who really hates right-wing grifts. And, I mean, that's one thing me and him will agree on, is right-wing grifting is very cringe.
I think, like, a well-to-do... nice person would not say these things, and if you are saying these things, you probably have the, like, physiognomy of this guy or
I mean, like, here's the thing. I don't like Brandon Buckingham. I don't think he deserves to die. Maybe that's a hot I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take. But, like, I don't think Brandon Buckingham deserves to die in his bed. You know what I mean? Is that fair to say? Like, I think Brandon Buckingham, you know, I don't like the people he associates with. I don't really like his politics very much. But I don't think somebody deserves to die if they aren't causing harm to other people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Brandon Buckingham is just, like, a guy that does content at the end of the day, when you really think about it. Like, he's not, like, somebody who pushes disinformation, to my knowledge. He does associate with people like Sam Hyde, though. That's cringe. Again, I don't think someone deserves to die for that, though. I think that's a little extreme.
This other guy, which is, you know, you can be ugly and fucked up and still be a nice guy. You don't have to be like this.
Is their baby retarded? Almost definitely.
Whoa, come on.
But we don't know for 100%.
Again, I feel... again, this, like, trolling aside, I think making fun of someone's baby is kind of a low blow, though. It's like, I don't know, if you hate Brandon Buckingham, stick with your criticisms and your hatred of Brandon Buckingham at the very least. Also, what the fuck happened to your hair? Your hair was, like, fine the way before. Now you got, like, a whole... Bro, I'm gonna pull up a picture. Hold up. Let's get a screenshot, and I'm gonna pull up a picture. Give me 1 second. Check this shit out, guys. Look. Perry's got, like, the hair pointing up sideways. It's, like, sticking up a little. It's kind of like a piece of shit, you know, when it's got, like, the little top on it. Sort of. It's got, like, this. Guys, check it out. Boom! He's kind of rocking the Jimmy Neutron hair. You guys see it? With, like, the hair sticking up and everything. Man, I don't know, Perry. Comb your hair a little better next time. I don't know. Come on. Like, what are we doing here? Do I use this for the thumbnail, by the way, or do we use, like, a more clear image? I'll think about that one. Maybe we'll use a different image for the thumbnail. Who knows?
Anyway, I'm telling you guys. I've censored this photo. I censored it. That baby looks hella retarded, guys.
I mean, even if you censor it, I feel like saying that a baby is stupid is like... I mean, Perry, that's a fucking baby. Like, that baby could go in any number of directions in life, dude. Like... Come on, like, it's like one of those things where it's like, pick on somebody your own size. Like, that's such a low blow, dude.
That baby needs a helmet. Let's just say that.
Alright. Come on, man.
No, obviously, they can't help it. It's Brandon Buckingham's fault, really.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, alright, well, we'll see. We'll see in a couple of years if Brandon Buckingham does a shit job at raising their baby. And then you could be like, oh yeah, you did a shit job at raising your child. Like, then maybe we'll have something to talk about. But it's a baby, dude. Like, what are we... Like, until then, what are we talking about, dude?
I'm not dissing. Brandon Buckingham's child is hella retarded, okay?
It's... Alright, man. Dude, like... It's terrible stuff, man.
Pretty brave of this guy to call my 1-year-old daughter retarded looking when he looks like this.
Crazy.
He's like watching?
I mean, I don't know if that's much of an own, but...
Make sure that you guys aren't ruining his set of a fake hospital.
The good news is, you know, everything I maybe...
Yeah, he's not even pale either. He's like all fucking red in the face. He's like red in the face. Dude, he looks like he just got fucking down from fucking...
What if Perry became, like, Maltese Jimmy? Because, like, Jimmy Kimmel, like, trolls a lot. What if Perry became, like, started his own talk show host, like, whatever. He could call it, like, Tonight with Purple Perry Game. That's another thing. Why do you call yourself Purple Perry Gaming? Like, you're not even a gaming channel, dude. Like, what in the name of false advertising is this? Purple Perry Drama. I guess gaming is, like, a funny name. I don't know. Like, maybe he thinks it's, like, funny or something. I don't know.
A whole weekend of partying. And he's pretending to be dying.
Again, like, halfway into this video, I don't know why Brandon Buckingham is even giving this guy the time of day, because, like, now Perry's gonna get all this exposure from all Brandon Buckingham's haters, and, like, yes, like, Perry's probably gonna get a ton of hate for, like, the next few days, but, like, ultimately, Perry can survive this, and he'll, like, be fine. Like, I'm sure Perry, like, realizes that this is gonna blow over at some point.
A few months ago, I was in the ICU. My heart wasn't doing great. My liver and kidneys were struggling. And honestly, I almost didn't make it. Some things you expect, some stuff you don't. But when the unexpected happens due to someone else's negligence, that's when it really matters who's in your corner. There's a reason why you wouldn't make a documentary without knowing the full story. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They dig into the full story too, make sure every angle is covered. And if you end up working with them, you've actually got someone fighting for you when you need it most.
Until you find out that Purple Perry Gaming is your lawyer, then we're in some big trouble.
The firm was founded after John Morgan's brother was seriously injured as a teenager, and his case was mishandled. It left John with the realization that a lot of families come to the hard way. If you don't have power, it's easy to get shortchanged. So he built a law firm with one mission: for the people. Today, Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, with over 1,000 lawyers, 100+ offices nationwide, and more than $30 billion recovered for their clients. If you're ever injured by someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. And if that ever happens, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless you win. For more information, you can go to forthepeople.com/Buckingham. Thank you.
For the people.
Morgan & Morgan. Back to talking about the most pathetic guy on the internet. You know, I don't know if he's just completely stupid or if he's...
I don't think Perry's stupid. I think he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. I just think that he's like extremely snarky and edgy and just like wants to watch the world burn or something. That's like genuinely, that's my perspective of him. Is I genuinely think Perry is like a guy that I don't want to say he's unprincipled, because like I think there are some lines that Perry wouldn't cross, but I also do think that the bar, when it comes to trolling, the bar can go really far with him. Like I do think Perry wants to see like how far he can push that bar when it comes to trolling. So, I mean, I don't know. That's the way he chooses to engage with content. You know, you do you. I just, it doesn't really resonate with me, truthfully. I'm not, I still don't like the way that he engages with content, but I don't think it's that deep anymore. I just, like, don't engage with it.
Just, like, disingenuous and does everything in bad faith. Because there was this image going around of me with a pink-haired girl where I'm flexing money, smoking a cigar, and I have a hospital band on. And the caption is, "He's all right, and so is your money." And this is a completely AI'd photo. I don't know who this person is. They're just making this image to get clicks online and, I guess, troll me a bit. And Purple Perry quote tweets it and says, "Holy hell, he's actually bragging about scamming his audience." But I like...
Whoa! This is the smoking gun, man. I don't know.
I think he's actually smart enough to know it's AI, and he's just like a pathetic dick.
But like, you could play into that for your comedy. If Perry ever starts his like comedy show or whatever, his comedy gig, like he could play into that. He doesn't have to tell them it's AI generated. Listen, looking at this photo, would you be able to tell it's AI? Fuck no. AI is getting really good now. So you could show this on like your slideshow or whatever, and then Perry could be like, whoa, look at this dude. He's bragging in front of all of us. I wish I had this level of money. I'm sitting here doing this fucking comedy gig or whatever, or something. The potential is endless with this. Like, he could run with it in any number of ways.
Kid that is trying to get attention by any means possible. Anyways, let's get back to the reaction. I'll say one thing about this video. It's effective at defeating your desire to want to watch it.
I will also likely need to be on heart medication the rest of my life.
Well, wow. I'm a millionaire. I have to pay $10 a month for heart med.
I'm not a millionaire. Dude, my RPM is like $4.50. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even...
But wait, isn't that your... I mean, you may not be like a millionaire necessarily, but you still have like a good amount of money. Like, and here's the thing, like, just because you have a good amount of money doesn't necessarily mean that a lot of that money isn't going into your like ICU or the treatment for it or whatever it takes. Like, obviously, I'm sure that took like a huge dent out of Brandon Buckingham's like pocket, minus the people that like donate to him. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to ask for some level of support.
I'm 100,000 there. I have expenses. I have a family. It's very expensive to fly 2 camera guys out.
Yeah, that's another thing. That is also true. Yeah.
Film things, right? Pay for lodging and airfare. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't be making a GoFundMe. And that's why my Patreon members are so important. Speaking of which, the Kia Boys extended cut documentary is up now, which is incredibly exciting, I guarantee.
Oh, didn't you guys do like a Predator sting or whatever?
And I just posted the first episode of my new podcast where I'm talking about what it was like for me to be sick, how it affected my family, and how my recovery is going so far. So check that out.
I mean, God bless. Like, listen, again, I may not like the way Brandon Buckingham does things, but I'm glad he didn't die. I'm glad he's still here, and I'm glad he still has a family to take care of. God bless.
Out right now on Patreon.
Yeah, obviously a diagnosis can change, but it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in, guys. It's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in. What the fuck?
There he is. He's back saying it's not even plugged in. Great video, sick video. This is a fun watch, guys.
My heart is currently only working at 15 to 20%.
Oh yeah, is that what the unplugged medical equipment is saying? 15.
I mean, I've already talked about this. This is like a heart rate monitor, and you don't need this plugged in to like depend on it for your life. So, like, unless you want to like read your heart rate, but like this on its own is not gonna be like a fluid that you like inject into yourself that you fucking rely on to live on or whatever.
20%.
Or whatever the system is. Obviously, like not everything needs to be like plugged in. It's not like a sign that he's faking it.
Is that what the unplugged medical equipment that isn't beeping is saying?
The medical equipment doesn't tell you what your ejection fraction is. That's an echocardiogram. You have to go to like imaging place to get it.
Is this like a it's like a tampon like on his hand here? Like on his hand, this looks like what is like a tampon that he just put on his hand. Like,
now, my biggest question to you, Perry, how would you know what that tampon, if that specifically is a tampon? How would you, in particular, Perry, know that? See, these are the kinds of questions we gotta ask. You know, like, Perry might be like a bit of a zesty guy off stream. I don't know, dude. It's just something to think about. Maybe.
What is this?
I mean, he allegedly is into lolly, according earlier in this video. Allegedly.
What is this bracelet? What is this fucking... He's so red in the face. It's like fucking... It just doesn't... No.
The bracelet is a hospital bracelet. The tampon on my arm is where they drew blood because my IVs were getting clogged, essentially, because I had been in the hospital for days by the time I filmed this video. I don't know what that's called. I'm not a doctor, but that's a thing that happens.
I'm dying. Cough, cough, I'm dying. But don't show people I'm balding. Make sure can I wear a beanie? I don't want people to see that I'm balding. Okay.
I don't know, Perry. Like, you're saying, like, don't show people that I'm balding, wear a beanie. Like, but after the Jimmy Neutron hair incident that we had earlier in this video, you might be the one that needs a beanie. I don't know, dude. Like, your hair has potential to look good. Like, obviously, you could part it, like, in the middle a little more. It's kind of messed up because you've been a little bit hyped up this stream. You've been doing a lot of head movements. It's messing up your hair. Come on, man. Like, let's not... You know, I don't know if you want to go down this road. That's just a humble opinion. I don't know.
I used to wear one of those bandanas to hide the fact he's balding. This guy's such an insecure loser. Anyway.
I used to wear a bandana to hide that I'm balding? When was that? I don't... Holy crap, dude. This is low.
If his breathing was bad, you would hear the many liters of oxygen going into his nose. Well, you're telling me... Wait, Borer, you're telling me that when people's heart is working at 15% capacity, they might need help breathing? And you're telling me, Borer, that they wouldn't switch off the machine next to him? They wouldn't switch it off? They wouldn't switch it off? They wouldn't just, like, let the cord dangle? And that we would hear, like, a machine which is helping him live? As opposed to, like, dead silence.
Really, the ICU.
Like, don't listen to what this, like, scamming loser is saying.
This guy's calling me a scamming loser.
Yeah, I mean, so far, like, in this video, Perry hasn't definitively proved that Brandon Buckingham is a scammer. You know, you haven't shown us, like, any smoking gun that would prove such a thing, so... I don't know, dude. You're making some serious claims. Maybe Brandon Buckingham is scamming his audience. Okay, where's the proof for that? Does Brandon Buckingham have a history of faking things? I don't know, dude. Like, show us these things. Help us out here. We're watching your coverage on it. It's your most viewed coverage online. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
This is the worst video I've ever made. The reacting to this. This is like the worst video I've ever made. This is like if you were to go to an insane asylum and then try to debate an insane person.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Perry, like, wants to debate people so badly as well. It's like he like constantly has like tried to get me to go onto his Discord to debate him. And I won't lie, I've put thought into it. I have, actually. I'm probably leaning on the side of no, though, truthfully, because like what would we talk about? Like, realistically, what would we even, like, how productive would it be? Like, at the end of the day, Perry would get content out of it. And, like, it wouldn't really, like, stop anything of him trolling or whatever. Like, so I feel like I'd be better off just letting him do what he does best and just troll. And just, like, I move on with my content. And he can make tons of segments on me on his live stream and exhibit massive fan behavior. Because he also, I guess, shares this interest in me. I don't know, like, weirdly enough.
You would wind up sounding crazy. You get a shot of that.
Maybe Perry secretly knows what I look like in real life. Perry, you're not supposed to share that information with anybody. Maybe he secretly knows what I look like in real life and he jerks off to it or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
Bird over there?
It's hard to tell with this guy.
That's like the one good part of the video. Bird. I think it's an egret. See, now we're getting good content. Now we're getting some good stuff.
I don't know, to be fair.
Those, I guess birds or egrets or whatever are wondering, who the hell is this Purple Perry gaming guy? They're listening.
I don't know. I don't know what they do in these situations where they don't know what's going on. I feel like it would be louder. I just know it would be louder, dude. He's putting on a
You know the OnlyFans would be louder, surely.
strong face. So
I wonder what would tell you such information, Perry.
brave. So brave.
Bit of a Freudian slip from our favorite Maltese guy here. Look at him. He knows. He's about to drool with this with that mouth and everything. He's drooling and shit.
Brave. Could it be a private hospital since he's so rich? A private hospital where they just leave the cord dangling? I don't know, man. Maybe.
I don't know what to say, guys. He stumped me with his stupidity.
Is there like fake hospital TV set Texas?
It's a very oddly specific thing to Google search. I don't know why he Google searches this, but he doesn't Google search the fucking location of the hospital when he has the name of it earlier. Like, why do you Google search this? Like, I feel like it's so easy. Like, that, like, it's such a no-brainer, too, because it's like the name of the hospital is literally earlier in your video. Like, that's such a no-brainer to Google search to see if it's real or if it's fake. And then you, instead, you just search up an oddly specific thing. Hospital, TV set, Texas, or whatever. First of all, if you wanted to know if it was a film set, you would search up hospital film set to be like, okay, can I rent this location for filming or whatever? That's what you would search up for more than anything.
Can we find, like, is there like, is anyone, I don't know, I'm not in the industry yet.
You may not think that there's a difference, Perry, but I studied film. Like, there is a massive difference.
Hospital sets for filming. Does anyone know where he's from, guys?
Oh, I guess he found a result anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Know where he's from? Does anyone...
I don't know if it's the same one that Brandon Buckingham went to, though.
No. Does anyone know? I don't know. Maybe we could find the set. That would say a lot, wouldn't it? That would say a lot if we found the exact set. Or who knows? Maybe he's faking an illness in order to record in a real hospital. I still think it would be louder. Though.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, Perry? You still have yet to prove that, like, definitively.
Why didn't this guy just look up the name of the hospital that I was at?
That's literally what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Why didn't you look up the name of the hospital? Do your due diligence! I don't know, dude. I don't know. It seems like it would have been so easy. It would have been, like, instant. Right?
Oh, none of this makes any sense. There's, like, so many insinuations.
I googled the name on Medical City Healthcare. I did Google that.
Not that I've seen.
I didn't see anything, though.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna Google Medical City Healthcare. Dude, first result. Medical City Healthcare, Dallas, Fort Worth. First result, Perry. First result, man. Come on. You're telling me you Googled Medical City Healthcare and you didn't find a single result that would lead you anywhere in good faith? Come on, man. Come on, man.
If you Google Medical City Healthcare, the hospital I was at is actually the first result that comes up.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't see anything. And now
I think you know what I think? I think Perry saw the location, but then he's just like, I didn't see anything. He's just playing it up for his stream content, and he's just like being like very snarky about it on purpose. He's gonna, like, Perry's the kind of person to have like the least faith, or I mean the least charitable interpretation when it comes to someone, or I guess an opinion that would be against the grain. Like, obviously he had a hot take in the Marvel Rivals situation where he blamed Kingsman more than the women who were objectively in the wrong in that situation. So, I mean, that's just, again, that's the style of content he chose to make. You know, he's a bit of a rage baiter. What are you gonna do?
I was not loading. God damn it. He's like, yeah, guys, even if I am faking, I'm still dying, so you need to give me the money. Even if it turns out that it's because I'm doing fentanyl, you should still give me the money because I have a freaking
fentanyl. What the fuck? Where did that come from? He's doing fentanyl? Oh god, are we doing like the Charlie Kirk George Floyd conspiracy theory here? Like, what's happening?
Hot stay-at-home wife who refuses to do any work or pick up any of the slack, and I have a kid that I don't know the name of. You know, it's
I can't see Brandon Buckingham's wife naked, and therefore I'm angry.
Brandon Buckingham and all his friends, but mostly Brandon Buckingham, believe that if you're poor, you should just die. That's what they think. I don't think that.
Yeah, for the record.
Well, I mean, it's more from the fact that, like, There might be a level of truth to Perry thinking like, okay, well, Brandon Buckingham's content's a little bit exploitative of the poor because he does content on it. I think that's a little bit of a reach. I mean, when you really think about it, like, don't you think the news, for example, I don't know if Malta has this, but here in the US, like, we have tons of news reporters that report on homeless shelters and homeless camps in like fucking Baltimore of Maryland and like other places. So for them reporting and making videos on it, by that logic, would they be exploiting them? No, they're doing their job reporting the news. Brandon Buckingham is merely just one guy reporting on like all these homeless shelters and making documentaries and like these long form content on them. I don't know. I think that's a bit of a reach, personally. Maybe there's more of a reason he thinks that. I don't know. But again, I think that reason is kind of just a reach.
I don't think if you're poor you should die, and I think that having healthcare regardless of your financial bracket is good.
Wouldn't you mean political bracket?
I don't know what the...
Because, like, at this point, I feel like healthcare's kind of become political. Republicans are trying to, like, take away and make cuts to healthcare and stuff, so it kind of has gotten political, but I guess that's, like, ultimately in this part, it kind of, like, doesn't really matter that much.
He's just making stuff up.
So this guy's a good...
That's just kind of what Perry does. He just, like, he interprets information in, like, the least charitable way. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, okay. Just look at it and be like, okay.
Druggy retard, and we have to foot the
Whoa!
bill, really? I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube, so you don't have to admit that you're like a drug addict freak. The problem is, this guy enjoys doing drugs more than he enjoys taking care of his kid.
I don't know if I've even heard of Brandon Buckingham doing drugs, does he? He might. Maybe he does.
And now he's making that your problem by making you donate.
So if what he was saying is true, and I am just like a hopeless drug addict that is like destroying my health and doing so many drugs.
Yeah, I don't think it's to that. Even if like Brandon Buckingham was into drugs, I don't know if it's like to that degree.
I'm about to be dead. Does that then make it okay to like mock me and make fun of me?
Probably not, but yeah, it's just kind of where we're at right now, I guess.
In that situation. And then he's saying, I don't care about poor people or the downtrodden people. Yeah. That's good. That's really good. That's nice.
Isn't drug addiction and abuse the same thing? Yes, but the thing I'm trying to point out to Anon, okay? The thing I'm trying to point out is that loser right-wing freaks like Brandon Buckingham and his besties don't like calling people immigrants. They call them illegal aliens, right?
Yeah, I mean, like... There is, unfortunately, a lot of right-wing people just have very negative sentiment to illegal immigrants. It's a whole victim complex. Like, currently in America, we live in a time where our government is ran by the far right. And so, though, like, the fucking Donald Trump will call illegal immigrants pedophiles and rapists and label them some of the worst possible things you can think of and say that they're here to destroy us. And then you have people like fucking Asmongold that goes live on stream and says that illegal immigrants come to America to try to destroy the government and shit. It's like all these like weird loser freaks. So I understand I don't know if Brandon Buckingham is one of those people necessarily. I just think that it's though I wouldn't doubt he probably aligns himself with those people, which is a little cringe. But to my knowledge, I don't think Brandon Buckingham is like hateful to those people from what I've seen.
That's what they say. I am saying that I do not want to use empathetic language for Brandon Buckingham.
I mean, the term illegal alien has existed for a while. Like, people have called that... Like, again, I think it's a little weird. I have a very yucky feeling about it. But, like, the actual, like, term illegal alien has been, like, used a lot to describe illegal immigrants. Some people prefer to call them undocumented immigrants because they think calling them illegal aliens or illegal immigrants is a little bit too harsh or a little bit too dehumanizing, we'll say. You know, I mean, I'd be for... It's kind of related point that I just want to add on, but I would be for maybe like a path to citizenship if an illegal immigrant is like working a job here for like 10 or 15 years and, you know, they don't have any criminal background and they're not like harmful to the US, they're not like smuggling in narcotics from Mexico or wherever they're from. I would be for maybe like a path to citizenship for these kinds of people. I don't know. Some kind of system that would allow for that to happen. I don't expect it to happen anytime soon with our dog shit, probably pedophile president Donald Trump, but yeah.
Because he refuses to show any empathy or whatsoever, or anything along those lines, and neither do any of his associates.
I don't know about that one. I don't know if Brandon Buckingham doesn't show any empathy to these people.
for anybody in a similar situation.
I've actually never commented on immigration or illegal aliens, and this is all just complete fabrication by this guy who's...
Oh, look at that, I guess. Maybe he's just lying about that. Wow, so did I just go on that rant for nothing? Damn. I thought we were going to have a deep conversation about illegal immigration. It's a topic that I actually think we need a lot of work on here in the U.S. Tough, man.
Trying to paint me...
Perry, you're breaking my heart every second with all this stuff, dude. It's tough stuff, man.
A negative light to fulfill his little sick and twisted fantasy. So yeah, that's cool.
Right?
He might have a sick twisted fantasy. I don't know. I don't know the psyche. I'm interested in Perry's psych.
Like,
maybe he should get a psych evaluation or something.
You'd be like, oh, it's sad to be addicted to drugs. I could say that. Does Brandon feel the same way? No. He thinks that if you're addicted to drugs, make sure to show up when Brandon is filming so he can make money off of you. That's what
I don't know if it's that deep, but okay.
he thinks.
Again, I have no idea what he's talking about. And just as an anecdote here, one of the people that was featured in one of my drug documentaries about Kensington, Philadelphia, actually got sober after the experience. And then I later reconnected with him, did a GoFundMe for him, raised over $6,000 and gave him $7,500 to help his continued sobriety.
Hey, God bless. Look at that.
Journey. So it just makes no sense. I also spent my Thanksgiving in 2024 giving out over $8,000 to homeless people on the streets of Kensington. So yeah, I just, how can I respond to these things when they're just made up, just bullshit? It's just completely dumb. This whole video just sucks and is stupid.
Wait, what's this? In loving memory of my big brother, Kyle Delaney. Wait, so his brother also did a GoFundMe scam? That's crazy.
That's a weird assertion to make. Again, you already haven't proven that Brandon Buckingham is scamming his audience, so to insinuate that his brother is doing it, like, immediately when you haven't seen anything else, I mean, again, I feel like it just signals to me that he's trying to rage bait his audience, or, like, rage bait, like, people outside of his circle. Because obviously Perry's still gonna have, like, a circle, like, an audience that still enjoys watching him. Honestly, I could also see... This might be a weird insinuation. I could see, like, some women actually liking Perry's content. I know you might think, oh, that's a little bit of a weird thing to say. But, Perry's, like, a petty, snarky guy. And, you know, women are also very catty. So I could see, like, people looking at Perry and being like, oh, wow, I can be myself here. Because, you know, Perry is just, like, so petty when it comes to drama. So I could honestly see that.
Oh, he's talking about my dead brother now. Yo, this guy is like way out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's shitty, but, you know, what are you gonna do?
Way out of bounds. I don't know. What do you guys at home think about this?
I mean, I still dislike the way Perry engages with content. I would probably never get on a Discord call with him. I would probably never be friends with the guy. I just have a weird curiosity into what makes him tick, really. Maybe someone else will do a documentary on Purple Perry Gaming. The life of a Maltese man that just wants to watch the world burn or something. I don't know. Like, you could come up with, like, a clever name, probably more clever than I just did, but something has to make this dude click. I don't know. Like, because I refuse to believe that Perry just does this and he was always like this ever since he was, like, a tiny child. I don't know. Or maybe he was. Maybe he doesn't have a backstory. I don't know. Something causes him to do this. Somebody hurt him so badly. Our poor Jimmy Neutron hair guy.
He's essentially saying my wife is a whore, I'm a drug addict, I'm a scammer.
He wishes your wife was a whore. He wishes your wife would do OnlyFans.
I'm faking everything. My brother's a scammer, my dead brother that is. I don't even know.
This guy's totally a Christian, guys. Totally.
And he's mocking my religion as well. He's mocking Christianity. He's also...
I mean, I'm not a particular fan of organized religion. My take is that, like, if somebody's religious and they don't use that to justify hatred of groups of people, and they don't justify to do really disgusting things, like pedophilia or murdering people, and then using the Bible to justify it, or you're like Charlie Kirk, who says that he would force his 12-year-old daughter to birth a child if she was raped because the Bible says so, like, which is a form of religious psychosis and a form of child abuse. I don't know. As long as you don't use the Bible or organized religion to justify any of that, I think, you know, religion can be a nice way to live. You know, I'm not a judgmental person. So long as you don't judge other people for the way they live. That's my motto.
So mocking that I make rap music. Has this guy made any rap music? Is he angry because he's tried to rap and he...
I would love... I've thought about this in the past. I've thought about, like, I recently got back into epic rap battles of history, and I thought, what if somebody in the commentary community did, like, rap battles on different commentary YouTubers? So Chud Logic could do a rap battle with, like, Nicholas Diorio. It would be, like, a fun parody. And then you could make, like, I don't fucking know, Bo Blacks be in a rap battle with, like, Lyrics or something, or some dumb shit like that. I think Purple Perry Gaming's perfect matchup in a rap battle is Queeman. Think about it. They are both extraordinarily snarky pieces of shit online, and I think it would truly be the rap battle of who can out-snark each other the most. That's what I think. I think that'd be a really entertaining battle to watch. I don't know. Somebody in the community, if you're talented, set something up. Get, like, a beat producer. You know, you can come up with some very fun disses, and it would all be good fun. I don't know. I think a lot of people would find that entertaining.
He just, like, sucks at it? Let's figure that out here.
Organs don't work. My organs don't work. My organs don't work. My organs don't work.
I don't think Perry is, like, trying to even take this seriously. He's just, like, putting on, like... He's doing this for, like, a bit and to troll. So, whatever.
I went to the Middle East, we talked to Turkish, I talked to Sam, he reacted. Fuck!
Alright, this guy is retarded, confirmed.
Whoa!
Totally, totally. Real Christian, not a fucking loser, suburban, white boy that wants to be a rapper whatsoever.
Aren't you white, Perry? Huh? No, Perry, you're white. You're also white. No hatred, by the way. But, like, come on, man.
Not a fucking loser, suburban, white boy that wants to be a rapper whatsoever.
Well, we're gonna see you in a rap battle with Queeman eventually, surely.
This guy hate white people? He's saying I'm a suburban white boy?
I don't think he hates white people. Like, Perry's white himself. Like, and also, when he was reacting to my River Siver thing, like, it was a whole discussion with, like, the Wheel of Privilege. And, like, one of his big points was, I skimmed through it, like, because obviously I was curious. It's no secret that I'm not a good debater, but, like, I skimmed through, like, Perry's, like, critique of it, and I was just, like, because I was curious to see, and one of the parts was about the Wheel of Privilege, and he says, one of his big points is, you know, is behavior, the game developers of said debate, are they using the Wheel of Privilege to try to be like, oh, white, you should be ashamed for being born white or whatever? Like, I think that's, like, a valuable point if they're implementing it poorly, but, there's no evidence of that. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I don't think, like, the point that I'm trying to make is that I don't think Perry, like, hates white people. And also, he's white himself, so.
What's someone from Malta? What are they? Are they?
They're white. They're definitely, I mean, maybe there's, like, a black Maltese person. I've seen a black Italian person. So if a black Italian person can exist, a black Maltese person surely can exist too, right?
Are they not white?
It's kind of like in the middle of, like, the Mediterranean, in between, Libya and Italy. Sort of, like, around that area.
What the hell is he? Is he Jewish? What the hell is he?
Whoa, crazy.
What's the point? You're a suburban white boy. What's the point there?
Wait, he's saying he's in the ICU right now? Wait, because...
What's Anissa doing on screen? What the fuck is happening?
Wait, he's saying...
Why is Anissa on screen?
He's in the ICU. He's saying he's in the ICU. Is this what the ICU is usually like, guys? Is this what the ICU usually looks like, where it's like there's a bunch of space, there's no noise or anything?
Stay-at-home wife.
Well, the machines are obviously not plugged in, so they're obviously not going to make noise.
It is not an ICU bed.
4 days ago, I woke up.
Is this what they do in the ICU? They put you with the puppy pee mat, and they have the unplugged heart monitor and everything? Is that what they do? He's saying this is the ICU. He's saying this is the ICU. I am forced to stay in the ICU as the doctors try different medications to get my heart pumping semi-normally again. Dude. Insane. This is not the ICU.
So this guy's an ICU expert. He's saying it's not an ICU bed. Dude, I don't know enough about the ICU to tell you what bed is usually in there, but this is definitely in the ICU. I have medical paperwork showing that I'm in the ICU. Is that a snake? Yo, get a shot of that. Is that a real snake? This guy has a big snake. You just catch that snake?
Yep.
Is that a rattlesnake, is it?
No, it's just a rat snake.
Oh man, I want nothing to do with that. Holy shit. Yo, look at that. That is...
Perry might want something to do with that, and maybe Perry wants to see that being used with Brandon Buckingham's wife. I don't know.
Horrifying. I don't want to be near that.
Alright, I'm just thinking by here.
Holy crap.
Perry might disagree with you there.
Oh my
That's
god.
a good picture for you right there, bro.
Yeah, there you go. You want to say anything to the people?
How'd he do?
Okay.
Just caught that thing?
Yes, sir. Ain't no thing. I'm gonna take it home and keep it as a pet.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yo. That was awesome. Thank you, sir. This video is crap. That was cool, though.
That was awesome.
That was really cool.
That was the highlight of the video.
Highlight of the video right there. So thanks for staying tuned, you guys. I'm going to be releasing on Patreon a Patreon podcast with my brother where we're just going to sit down and have casual conversation. So if you guys want to check that out, that'll be on my Patreon here pretty soon. The Buckingham podcast, we're going to be talking about what it's like for me to recover and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll be doing those every week, whether we're playing video games or just chatting about stuff like the Jeffrey Epstein files. We have good stuff coming on the way. So I really appreciate you guys watching. We are going to continue walking at the park on this beautiful day, and we will see you next week. Thank you guys so much. I'm really happy to be alive, happy to be making videos, and I am happy we saw that cool snake and that egret. So that's it. Peace.
I am overweight. That is true. That is just true. Anyway, I thank you.
Whoa, Perry. That's a big bomb that you dropped for us. He's overweight? Bro, look at him. Hold up, wait. Let's get it. Dude, he kind of... Bro, okay, so you ever watch a movie and, like, the main... I can't think off the top of my head, but, like, think of, like, a fictional character that's, like, a deadbeat dad, and this is what they look like. You know, they got, like, the facial hair that's, like, sort of, like, eroding in a little bit. Kinda. That's the vibe I'm getting. He's got, like, the plain white t-shirt and everything. He's got the Asmongold shirt going on here. And, maybe shower a little bit. Fix your hair just a little bit. I don't know. I feel like it would be a great movie role for you, Perry. Again, the potential with him is endless. Yeah, jokes aside, though, I haven't really publicly commented on Purple Perry Gaming for a while, despite him ruthlessly snarking on me. I've been very well aware of it, though. Like, he obviously brought up my old allegations against me, which I've already talked about, and if people like him or his audience are not happy with the results or happy with the way I responded to it, I don't care. Like, I've already addressed it years ago. I'm not happy with some of the stuff I did there, but it's definitely not the interpretation that you or your audience are making it out to be. It's also not the, like, whatever other people are making it out to be within his circle. It's just, like, I mean, it is what it is. I figured I should just touch on that very briefly, because I know Perry keeps bringing it up to other people, so... That being said, though, it's not just about me. It seems like Perry has a lot on his plate, though, so, I guess best of luck to you, my guy. You know, this is the life that you decided to choose.